And welcome back to Pugland, Banished. I'm Scarfinger.
And I'm Poohbear.
Why do you always wait for me to point at you before you're supposed to know that you're supposed to say that you're Poohbear, right?
Because I don't see it. I'm looking there and then I see you pointing.
You're supposed to listen for the cue to speak. Well, we're back in Pugland,
Yay.
and after the long second episode, we're going to keep this one a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set a timer.
Yay.
So that we
don't go over the time.
Yeah, so we don't go over the time again. So you may hear the timer, but it'll be okay. All right, so timer is set. Okay, so there's a few things that we need to do today. We need to, you see these arrows? The arrows are on all of the food, all of the food sources.
Yep.
So, except for, that's clothes. Well, no, that's tools. That's tools. They hit their limit, so we need to leave them at their limit.
Yep.
But we hit the cap on our food, so we need to raise our limits.
Mm-hmm.
There's two ways you can do it. One, where you can raise all of your limits at the same time. You press this button here, and all of your limits are here. How many logs you take in, stone, blah, 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 whatever. So we need to increase our food because right now it stops at 5,000. When they hit these limits, they just stop working. But we need them to keep working. So we need to increase our food to 10,000. Now you can hit the arrow, but the arrow only moves in hundreds. So we need to delete this, and then we need to write 10,000.
Those look like used because of the thing was up.
Is that 10,000? Okay. But I'm trying to make sure I can see it because the thing popped up.
Yeah,
all right, so we raised that limit to 10,000. And then we also need to raise our limits on the logs, stone, and the iron because we don't really want them to be. So we're going to raise all of those to 500 so that they can stay working. Right now, because of the amount of people that we have, we can keep the clothes and the tools at 50 because we don't have 50 people. So we need to have enough for all of the people that we have right now. You know how to add that up?
Of how what?
How many people we have?
Okay, wait, I can add that. Okay.
Hey, yeah, you're taking too long.
41.
No.
Oh.
It's 37. Click on this, and it tells you right there how many people you have, how many citizens you have. It's 37.
Oops.
All right, so we're going to unpause this. And because we already set the limits, you can see that those arrows are going to start going away.
Yay.
Now we need an herbalist. We only need one. You can put 2 people in here, but you only really need one because that one person is going to gather all of the herbs for us. Or the herbs for us, depending on if you want to be, if you want to be funny style about it. Let's see what okay, so the Forester's Lodge is getting us a pretty decent amount of logs right now. That's because we have 4 foresters in there. Everything is kind of filled up. So what we need to do is we need to start planning where we're going to put people next. So we have to think about the food situation first. So it's probably a good idea for us to make another town and have that town be focused on farming.
I just have to point out that I thought that the child's name was Latte.
I mean, it does look like latte. It's lot, but yeah, it does look like latte. And then eventually we need to build this boarding house because I don't know when the nomads are going to show up. It's kind of random. So we're going to need to build that. I wish the hunters, we probably should build a hunting cabin down here so they can kill all these things.
These things? The deer.
The deer. One of the cool things about Colonial Charter is they will also hunt ducks.
Ducks?
Yeah, they get you duck meat, and then they can get you feathers. Because you can turn the feathers into stuff. You can turn the feathers into clothes. You can use the feathers in beds and stuff like that. But like I said, Colonial Charter has a whole lot of extra stuff in it. All right, so we need to start planning. We need to start planning up here. First of all, let's do this. Let's pin the Forester's Lodge, because that gives us the circle that the Forester's Lodge is going to be in. So we know not to build in this area, because that's where they're going to be trying to harvest the trees. So probably a good idea is to start with a road. And we're just going to build a road.
A dirt road or a regular road?
No, we're going to build a dirt road because we don't have enough stone. I mean, we only have one stone. So we don't have enough stone for anything else. So what we're going to do is we're going to build that road, and then we're going to build another road across. This is where we're going to start building. And we're going to start with...
somebody's cutting trees all the way over there.
No, the trees, when the trees are out here, they get old and they fall over.
Oh, I'm like,
Yeah, they get old and they fall over. So what we need to do is we need to start with a storage barn, because we're gonna do like 4 farms over here.
Mm-hmm.
So we need rotate that for me, please. Thank you. So we're gonna put a storage barn there, and then we're gonna build our farms.
Yay, we have 5 students.
We have 5 students. Awesome. Okay. So we're going to build 11 by 11s, of course. That's 1. 11 by 11. I'm putting 1 space in between it in case we need to put some roads out here.
Yeah.
That's 3. Well, right now we're going to do 3. Actually, I'm going to cancel that one.
Yep.
I'm going to cancel this one, and we're going to put an 11 by 11 orchard out here.
Ooh. Don't we already have an 11 by 11 orchard?
Yes, right there.
Oh.
That's red, so that means that's there. 1 space, 11 by 11 orchard. So we need to have, they're going to start clearing a whole lot of stuff over here. So we need, what do we need? We need a stockpile.
I'm pretty sure I already said this, but do people work in the orchard?
Yes. We have 1 person working in the orchard.
Yay.
So we're going to build the stockpile, and since we need them to have somewhere to put this stuff, we're going to increase the priority on the stockpile. Actually, wrong one. We need to increase the priority on the stockpile, because when they start clearing this stuff, they need to have somewhere to put it. So we're going to let them do that. We're not going to activate this until we have enough people. So we're putting some farms over here, and then we're probably going to put the hospital right here in the middle.
How big is the hospital, though?
Let's see. And the hospital, rotate it. It's not very big. We're going to put the hospital here. And we're going to let the hospital build up, because here's the thing. You do not want your hospital to, you don't need to turn your hospital on until people get sick, because most of the people are going to help themselves at the herbalist. So,
Okay.
so you can leave that the way that it is for now, and it'll be okay. Okay, so we need to start clearing that area. So I need you to get the clearing tool. And also, oh, you know something else that we can build? We can build a church, because they like going to church. So click on that one.
That one. This one.
That one.
This one.
And then the church, the chapel. That one.
It's-
You can put it wherever you want to put it. But you want to put it somewhere where everybody can get to it. You can't build there because it's a hill. How about right there? Did it
It's
fit?
too cramped up.
It doesn't fit.
It's too cramped. I wish there was no hill there.
Me
Because I
too.
was going to put it right
Well,
there.
why don't you put it right there? Rotate it and put it right there. Rotate it one more time. Now put it on the road. Put the arrows on the road. Move it back so you can put the arrows on the road.
You said to rotate it, and then oh no, I can't.
So you just placed it. Did you just place it?
No, it made that little noise, and I couldn't place it because it's on the hill.
Can you move it up a little bit? One more time. Nope. Down one. Down one. There. Okay.
Yay!
Right click. And you can close that.
What is that? Oh,
That's the school.
schoolhouse.
Yeah. All right. So now we need to clear a lot of that area. Stop rotating the screen because then you can't see where you're going.
Same one.
All right. So we need to clear a lot of that, but you need to do it in small sections. So click that. And then you need, this clears everything. That one clears everything. So just move over just like that section, not a big area because they spend too much time doing it and they don't spend time doing anything else. Start from here, not there. Right click out of it. Start from here. They need to clear there. Poohbear, start from the corner and move up.
Oh my god.
So now, you click something else, so you clicked off of it. So start from there and click and drag it out. Not that whole area. Come down some. There you go. Let it go. All right. So now they're going to clear that area. And once they clear that area, it pretty much puts us in a good position to build houses. So one thing we need to do is we need to pause the church and we need to pause the pause it. There you go. Close it. And then we need to pause the hospital because we don't need to build that right now. We need them focused on that. So let them focus on clearing that area. And then they're going to put the stuff in the stockpile that we built up there so that when we start building the stuff here, all of the stuff is already there. So they don't have to go that far. They said our logs are low, but that's because oh man, we need more logs. Bad.
Didn't we just clear out the...
We cleared out the area, but there wasn't a whole lot of logs in there, so we need to clear some more logs. Clear out this area around the stockpile.
One thing.
Yep.
Just this?
That's already cleared. This area right there, around the stockpile. Just go all the way around the stockpile. Go down, down. Keep going down. Okay.
Here?
Yep. Because that's going to get us more logs. Right now, our foresters are planting more than they're actually cutting because, you know, it had to fill in the spots. They had to fill in the spots, so they got to wait for them to. They basically had to wait for them to grow up before they can cut them.
What are we doing with the forest lodge?
You can click off of it. You clicked it, or did I click it?
You clicked it.
Oh, my bad. All right, so we're getting a little bit of stuff, but we still don't have enough to do what we need to do. I wish that hill was there. There's a mod that you can use that you can flatten that stuff out, though. You can flatten out damn mountains and everything.
It must feel good to do that.
Yeah. So right now we're waiting for them to clear that stuff because the more stuff that we get, the more stuff we can use. And then we're going to have them clear more stuff. And we're probably going to have them focus on the area right behind here. Oh, that's why we had the Forester's Lodge up, so we could see the circle.
Ah.
We had the Forester's Lodge so we could see the circle, so we weren't cutting the trees in that circle.
Well,
So
there's a lot of kids going to school.
yeah. And we have a lot of laborers too. So because we have a lot of laborers, we can put in their graduating school, which makes them better workers.
Yay!
All right, so it's early autumn, so that we need to activate, because they're starting to do this. So we need to activate these farms. So when spring comes back around, so we're gonna squash,
Ooh.
and we're gonna drop this down so only one person is working, and then we're going to do potatoes,
Potatoes.
potatoes,
Potatoes.
and only one person working, and then we're going to do our pears
Potatoes.
and only have one person working.
Yay!
But we really have to build up our logging industry. Really. All right, so we need to place some houses. We need 3 houses on that road. Can you do it? Houses? The first house. You need a wooden house.
Wooden house.
Start from the corner. On the road. The arrows are on the road. There you go. 1.
Okay. Giant space there.
Right click.
Should we put one right there?
You don't need to, but you can if you want.
Yeah, because that just looks weird with a
Okay.
big gap in it.
Okay, what do we need first? Do we need the boarding house or do we need the...
Ooh.
Let's build the boarding house first. So unpause the boarding house. Oh, wait.
Where even
Something's
is...
wrong. Something's
What?
wrong. Oh, we did the farmers, but we didn't actually add more farmers. we cut it down to 1 person each, but it doesn't matter because it's the winter and they don't plant or do anything during the winter. So we're gonna unpause the boarding house.
Okay.
We don't have a whole lot of stone,
Ooh.
so we need to have some people clearing a whole lot of stuff, and then they're building those houses, so that's a good thing. But we need to clear some more stuff.
Oh no,
Hold on,
losing. We're losing lots of stuff now.
Okay, so we need
stone.
I need to keep that up. I need to keep that up so I can see this, so I can see the ring. So we need
McKen has just became a student. I think that's how you pronounce that.
You can say Mackin.
McKen.
Yeah. Like Mackenzie, but shorter. Because it's a dude.
but
And then let's clear the stuff around. Make sure all the stuff is clear around our farms, so they can walk between easier. There's a lot of stone right here. Should probably clear that too. Let them. I'm just gonna let them clear all of this. We're low on firewood, but it's spring, thank goodness. And now our farmers are going to work, and the farmers are probably living here, which is great. We can see that here. Yep, one works at the farm, the other one is probably a builder. And then let's see here. Okay, so one person works at the Forester's Lodge, the other one works on the farm. This one
just works at the orchard.
It just works at the orchard. Yep. Is that person living by themselves? No. Oh, the other one is a student. It's a farmer and a student. And that's a builder and a farmer. And a forester, a farmer, and a child. So they just had a baby.
Yeah, because it's 0.
Yeah.
0.
So we need to think about what else we can do. What else can we put around this?
Leuston has just became an adult and works as a laborer.
Yeah. And we also, I wonder, can we put a cemetery around here somewhere?
Oh my gosh.
You have to put a cemetery because when people die, they like to be able to go. They like to be able to go visit their families and stuff at the cemetery.
Oh my gosh, really? That's
It makes
sad.
them happier. They're pretty happy.
What the?
They're pretty happy, and they're starting to get healthier now that we have a herbalist.
Why is that happy? How are you being happy when you're going to somebody's gravestone?
So you can see your people. I mean, it's not necessarily the happiest of occasions, but you still want to be able to go see your people.
Oh gosh, just sounds so sad.
I mean, it is kind of sad. All right, so now we have a new problem.
Oh gosh, what is it? Throw it at me.
We need animals. But the only
What
way
type of
the
animals?
only way to get animals is to build a trading post. But if we build a trading post, we need something to sell. We don't really have anything to sell right now.
Our fruits? No, because we need the food stock.
Yeah, we have a lot of laborers, so I should have them clear out a lot of this wood. And we probably need another fire cutter.
Darius has just become an adult and works as a second.
You have a cousin named Darius.
Me?
Yes. But it's only one R. So they're still clearing all of this stuff up here. So we're just waiting for them to get all of this stuff clear. Should we build some more stuff? What do you want to build first? The church or the... Well, we have the boarding house. Well, we need to build both, honestly. What do we
should build the hospital first.
We didn't hit the food limit again.
Oh.
And I said there's two ways to do it. Let's pause it because they'll stop working. So here's what we do. You can do the food limit by pulling up all of the limits, or you can click this right here, and your food limit is right there. So what we want now is 20,000 or 15. You know what? I say work until you finish. 9,999. Work until you have all of the food. We need all of the food we can get. I don't think we should have a limit on food. It doesn't make any sense to have a limit on food. And as you can see, our gatherer's hut is probably bringing in a lot of food. Look at that.
Woo!
I told you, when you have 4 gatherers, your gatherers pretty much hold down your whole village.
Well,
so you can see our inventory. Let's sort by...
What is that? Veneration?
Huh? Venison?
Oh.
Venison is what you call it, meat. It is
deer meat.
It's deer meat, yes. That's what it's called. Okay, so here's the thing. One thing we can do is we can build another hunter's cabin. So they can get us more venison, but they also get us more leather so we can make more coats. We can sell the coats for animals.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Because there's always deer down here. So we should build... Wrong one. We should build a hunting cabin down here. Rotate it for me. Rotate for me. Rotate for me. Hands up like y'all. All right, we're gonna build a hunting cabin right there. All right, so what do you want to build? The church or the doctors first?
Doctors.
The hospital.
Hospital.
I think we should build the church first.
Oh no!
What?
Oh, when the woodcutter has died of old age.
That's gonna start happening a lot. That's the reason why we should have built that damn cemetery. But you acted funny about the damn cemetery.
Because I thought you did.
I didn't build it. I didn't find a good place to build it.
Oh.
So now we got to.
Okay.
All right. The problem with the cemetery is it takes a lot of stone. Rotate for me. Rotate. 2 more times. Where's the thing? I don't see it no more. Oh, you did it too much. 3 times. Because that is the entrance to the cemetery. So we built the cemetery there. So now the people will go into the cemetery And that when they die, they're going to the cemetery.
They'll go into the cemetery. What do you mean?
They'll get buried at the cemetery. Same difference.
Then who's the cemetery person?
No one works at the cemetery. That's a good thing. We are gonna need let's build the chapel, which is the church. And we're gonna need somebody to work there. And then you know what? Let's unpause all of this. And then we'll make 3 builders. Actually, we got enough people to we're gonna save everybody else so they can keep clearing this stuff. Because we're gonna need a lot more. We're gonna need a lot more stuff. So let's clear.
Wow, there's a lot of people working as laborers now.
Yeah, we got 7. They're old enough to graduate from school.
Earthen. How do you say that?
Earther. It's like Arthur with an E in front. It's like Earther. I don't know. Some of these names are kind of weird.
No, one of the names was named Kendall. I'm like, okay, that's an easy name.
Yeah, as you can see, all these names are kind of weird. It's random. All right, so we're building this stuff. They don't have enough stuff. All right, this hunter's cabin. We need 3 people. 3 more people.
Oh no, we're cutting back on students again.
We're not cutting back on students that graduated.
Oh, then.
All right, so now we need to check our.
Oh, one of the teachers died.
Yeah, but somebody replaced them. Thank goodness. Because if the teacher dies, all of the students become laborers, and they become uneducated laborers. If you don't have anybody to replace them, when someone dies, someone that's a laborer will replace them. All right, so the hospital, we're going to leave the hospital. We're not gonna bother with
Denise. Denise. I still can't pronounce these names.
You can say Destiny.
I thought that was
You
Denise.
can say Destiny or Destin. You can say either one. You can say Destin or Destiny, whichever one you want.
I almost said desktop too.
What's wrong with you? Okay, looks like our storage barns are pretty stinking full. Like this is 65% full, and they ain't even did the harvest yet. So we are going to need to build another storage barn.
Why do they have like numbers next to the season?
That's how many years we've played. They are on their 12th year.
Oh. Wait, does each season go by as a year? Or
No, they go through all 4 seasons.
Oh.
And you see it goes, spring is the start of the year. So it goes early spring, late spring, and then it goes to summer, early summer, late summer. Early summer, summer, late summer. And then it goes through all 4 seasons that way.
Guess what?
Rotate for me. What?
Latte has become an adult.
Okay. Now she can get a drink. Come on, that's funny right there. Okay, here you are. That's funny.
I'm crying in laughter right now.
Okay, so we're finally getting some stuff out of the orchard. The orchard takes a little while before they start building up, really. Yeah, see, the orchard takes like 2 years. That's the reason why we don't do orchards very much.
Mhm.
But we're out of firewood. We need a woodcutter up here.
This music is so scary.
No, it's not.
It sounds so scary, like something bad is about to happen.
Okay, we need another woodcutter.
How many wood? Oh, we only have one.
We only have one. We need another one because I think the wood is how we're going to make enough stuff. Rotate for me. Hands up, like yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Huh?
Do you know the song I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right, so we're building another woodcutter so that the more logs that we get, the more wood they cut, the better off we're going to be as far as something to sell. Firewood is something pretty good to sell.
No, but don't we need firewood because we're
We need-
running out of it?
Yeah, we no, they're gonna help us now, but we need the firewood so we can sell it. One of there's two good things that you can actually sell. You can sell clothes, and you can sell firewood because both of those are renewable resources. They you can always get more. They can always kill more stuff. So here's what we do. We need to change our tool limit because we can sell tools too. So we're going to change our tool limit to 150. We're going to change I clicked on the same thing. Don't tell anybody. And then we're going to change our tailor to 150. So they're just going to take all of the leather and make it. See, this is why we need. Oh man, the time up already. Okay, so before we close this, let me finish this thought.
Yep.
So we need the animals because certain animals will get us stuff that we can make more stuff with. Like if we get cows, we get meat and leather. If we get
beef.
If we get sheep, we get meat and wool.
You mean raw mutton?
Mutton, yes, you are correct.
I almost said mutant. It's spelled mutant though.
It's spelled mutton.
It's spelled mutant.
Okay, so the church is finished.
Duh.
So we
Members. What do you mean members?
This is how many people are going to the church. Pretty much everybody. But when you start having too many people, you're going to need another church. So you got to keep an eye out for that. And then when you have colonial charter, you can build bigger churches to hold more people, or you can build smaller churches if you build an area away from everybody else. All right, and we need to assign this woodcutter.
Yay!
And now the good thing about this woodcutter is he's close to this pile, so he's going to turn all of this stuff into firewood really fast. What was that? Are we out of? We got too many logs? Yes, give me more logs. I want more logs. Give me 1,000 logs. So now that the trees are growing, they're getting us more logs, and we want all the logs.
Not all of it.
We want as many as they can get.
I mean, we still need.
And the cemetery is finished. So now, because we built the cemetery after people started dying, now there's no one here. But the next time someone dies, they'll go here. Their body
I'm scared for Latte to die.
I mean, Latte gonna die just like everybody else. Latte?
Hopefully, somebody puts a latte next to Latte's name.
Really? That was your joke?
Yep.
That was your joke. Out of all the jokes you could have had, that was your joke. All right, so I set for all of this stuff to be cut down because we're going to need those resources. Because the next thing we're going to do when we come back on the next episode, we're going to build the trading post. And hopefully the trading post is going to, the trading post always brings us a whole bunch of dumb shit. But what we really want is animals, but we want good animals so that we can make more stuff out of it. Okay? All right, so we're wrapping this up.
Yeah.
I'm Scarfinger.
I'm Poohbear.
You need to speak up. Just like not whisper. But I'm Scarfinger. That's Poohbear. This is Pugland in Banished, and we're getting out of here. Peace out. Go to the website. keyscoreround.com.